Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Valkyrie Drive Bhikkhuni, or something along those lines. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it correctly. It is by Meteorize, Honey Parade Games, and Marvelous, and it released on June 20th, 2017. Now, this is going to be like my normal first look, as I usually just play like the first 25 minutes of the game or so. I'm actually going to hop in and choose a few different places that I can go and do things at. That being said, this game is definitely rated M for mature, so I will be, of course, holding back any of the more risque parts of the game and skipping a lot of stuff. I didn't realize how much fan service was in the game when I did request it. I thought it would be, like, you've seen a few of the games that I've played where I've skipped a few things, but overall the game doesn't have, like, there's a lot of other stuff that isn't fan service, or, super scantily clad girls, or so on and so forth, right? There was a lot of other stuff. This game is definitely steeped in it, and it probably wasn't my best choice of games to cover, but I did get it sent to me, and I am obligated, and I feel obligated to cover it. And again, there's nothing wrong with this. If you're somebody who's obviously of the correct age for the mature rating, and you want to play this, and you enjoy anime and all this stuff, that's totally fine. I know that's like a whole culture. A lot of people love that stuff. It's totally okay. I'm not judging. It just doesn't really fit 100% with my more family-friendly content. So, just letting you guys know ahead of time, that's the deal. And again, no judgment passed. So there's a training mode where you can go around and just do fighting and stuff. There's a challenge mode, a survival mode. There's even an online mode. There's a dining room where you can build or deepen character relationships. And I can give you guys a real rough rundown right now of what the story is. Essentially, there are these, 7 girls here that you'll be able to play as. I've unlocked 4 of them. You start with the 2 sisters here. That's our sister. So these 2 sisters were the original 2 characters. And essentially, all of these girls are infected with a specific virus. And it only affects teenage girls or young 20s girls. And it essentially makes them either X-Tars or Liberators. I think this is the lore from, the Valkyrie Drive series. And the X-Tars are basically girls who become actual weapons, like a sword or a gun or a bow or whatever the case is. And the Liberators are those who can actually use them, but they need to be partnered or comboed or paired up. However, what's specific about this particular game and this island, basically the girls that are infected, they get sent to these various different islands that are quarantined there. And the only way to combat the virus is to fight other girls with the virus. And so it's an odd story, to be sure, but that's the basic premise. What's specific about this game and this island is they are affected with a virus that's more advanced than the others, and they can be either one. They can be X-Tar or Liberator, so they can both turn into a weapon or they can be used by other Liberators as weapons. So that's essentially the big difference here. So generally when you come to the dining room, I think I'm gonna have to switch characters here. Give me 1 second. As I told you, I've only unlocked up to 4 characters. We'll pick the sister. And yeah, you'll see here that there's various different hearts, so you can go around and basically just gather the hearts, and it builds your relationship somehow. I haven't figured out how this has come to fruition. I played a few hours of the game, seeing, what the game has to offer. The combat is pretty decent, and the few characters that I have played, the 4 characters that I've played so far are 3. I think I'm about to start playing this gal over here. But the 3 characters I played so far, they all feel quite different. The combos are similar, and you do tend to fight in the same way, but the weapons feel a bit different, and the timing and everything else is different. So from a gameplay standpoint and all of that, it's a perfectly fine game. I don't have any complaints. It's a little difficult. You have to really know your combos and play them well, but short of that, yeah, it's quite good. So we're going to hop in. The story advances through means like, how to say it, like a visual novel does. So very similar to some of the other games you've seen on the channel, where it's got the people either standing there or like pictures of them popping up. In this case, they're standing there, but it's just a bunch of storyline thrown at you. The girls are talking back and forth. It's all Japanese voice acted at this point, but there's obviously English subtitles and everything else. Anyhow, we're going to go into the story mode. And from the story mode, we're going to go into this new area, and we're going to play as Momo as the Liberator, so that's going to be our main character, with Mana or Mana as the secondary or our weapon, as it were. And you'll see previously, Mana was the person that we played as in some of these different situations. So right now we're going to hop in, we're going to play through. Like I said, this game is very heavily steeped in fan service, so The women are definitely top heavy. They're scantily clad, you know, short skirts, schoolgirl outfits, all that stuff. I will be skipping some of the more risque parts of the game, as I said. When you battle the girls at the end, and I'm going to skip over the storyline, guys and gals, but yeah, essentially they sit here, they talk, you can read it. I'm just going to skip over it. It does go on for quite a bit. There is a lot of story, there is a lot of stuff written here, so it's not like they took shortcuts and they just made a fan service game with nothing else. There does seem to be a pretty decent story behind it, even if it is a little bit of an odd storyline choice. It's fine. But the thing that I would say is probably the most concerning, and the thing that I'm not going to show you guys, is after the end of the battles, you have pretty much not free reign, but you have decent reign with your camera to look wherever you want to look. And on top of that, when you battle the girls at the end, usually that's what you're fighting. You're fighting the other girls to, you know, keep the virus under control. When you fight the girls at the end, their outfits, their costumes, their clothing, as it were, doesn't really survive too well in combat. So, again, if you guys are into that sort of stuff and you're of the appropriate age, it's totally fine. Like I said, no judgment here. I said games are made for various different types of people, and alright, there we go. Couldn't remember how to lock on for a second. It's been a little while since I played, but that's alright. So we're going to go around, and as you see, we just get to kind of beat down some people. We can choose the different combatants or people we want to focus fire on. But essentially, this really... Right now I'm just doing basic combos, but it really does pick up when you battle the other girls, per se, and when you start using the other combos, which I will try to do in the next fight here. Alright, so other combos, you start with the B button, you charge them, then you charge the A button, and then you just go to town, and bam. I just did a pretty big combo there. And I'm going to charge through and attack, and yeah, like I said, there's quite a bit. It's a very fluid system of combat. Charge up, I have her locked on, I'm going to take her out, put her down on the ground, and then we're going to beat her down. So there is a lot of hacking and slashing, a lot of pretty simplistic combos that you can get away with for most of the combat. But not all of it's that way. I missed. I did that very poorly. But there's a time rating and like how much damage you take and how quickly you deal with things. So, like I said, it's definitely got a lot of merit, and as you see, I haven't been hit in a while. We have a 157-point combo, essentially. And there's items that you can find that do various things. There's some sort of big giant bug I think I should probably deal with first. I should probably get out of its way. Oh, I got hit there. Alright, we're going to try to do some damage, but fail. Oh, no. Alright, so, if I recall I need to get out of this corner. If I recall correctly, we can dodge away. There we go. We should be able to summon... I don't remember how to do it, though. There it is. To summon our drive. Essentially, we bring our partner in. He goes through a little sequence. I'm just going to skip the sequence. But now we have our weapon that is significantly better than our previous weapon. And we're going to go and we're going to lay into these guys. And hopefully, as you see, it did not work 100% the way I had anticipated. We'll be able to charge in and take this guy out. So I think we probably needed to deal with all the ads first and then go and deal with the larger individual. But it's all good. And as we continue on, we will unlock additional levels of our weapon, and it'll allow us to do more and more damage. So now we can do just more damage, I guess, and as you see, our combos are slightly different now, and I think it even unlocks additional combos. So I checked before we did this, and we only had like 2 combos. We had the ground combo and we had the air combo. Oh, it's still the same. I guess this is my first time playing as this character, really. Like I said, I tried right before I did the recording. And originally I was going to do like a full review and just taking specific choice, I guess you could say, clips from the video and my gameplay and whatnot, and just showing what I wanted to show. But I feel like the game, like I said, while it is heavily steeped in fan service, it still has enough gameplay here that it's totally fine to just play through a battle up to a certain point. So when we start to fight, I may have to skip the end of the battle, just so you guys know. Because again, their clothing is not going to hold up very well through this. But we'll start anyway and see what we can get done. so I need to actually lock on her. I haven't done that yet. There we go. So what I want to do is get her knocked down and then follow it up with a bunch of chain attacks. So, let's see. Can I do... Nope. Oh, there it goes. So our second drive, it's going to be a little bit different. Actually, she did the second drive. It wasn't even me this time. So, I'm going to once again attempt. In the battle, basically we're just going to sit there dancing. I'm not sure what she's doing right now. Okay, so the victory is there. Sorry guys, I did have to cut it again. They, the battles get a little bit... A little too fan servicey for my channel's taste, we'll say. Again, totally fine. Folks like that, that's totally okay. But there we go, we got our double S rating. We crushed them. I actually lost the first time. I had to fight it over again. I was wrong. She kept doing this really cool special charge-up move, and I just couldn't avoid it or do anything to her. So the second time around, she hit me once with it, but that was it, and then I just crushed her. So, like I said, the more you play, the better you get, and the combos become a little bit easier, and so on and so forth. But yeah, no, we were victorious, and then at the end of that, you actually get to go and you get to choose how you want to allocate your experience that you acquired throughout that. So leveling up Momo to a specific level is going to give you a little bit of an edge. I'm going to go to level 10. Level 10, and then I'm going to go down here and start getting her leveled up. And I believe as you get more and more on the X-Tar, I think you can do like additional drives and so on and so forth. So it'll allow you to become more and more powerful as it goes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and confirm the allocation. The level ups are going. So her HP goes up, her attack goes up, her defense. And yes, see, at a certain point you can now access the second drive as the X-Tar, which gives you a better weapon. And so on and so forth. So, that's pretty much how the game plays out. Momo is now available in every mode, so I just unlocked her officially. Sorry about that, folks. Unfortunately, I will be skipping around, as I said. We're almost done with this first look video anyhow. Like I said, it's not going to be the typical first look that I usually do, but it should still show off what the game has to offer, how you play through it, and so on and so forth. I mean, you can dress up your girls however you want. There's different outfits, different accessories you can do. You can go all the way down to their underwear, their lingerie, as it were. You know, the full package as far as that goes. And again, I'll be skipping parts. Now, so far as I've seen, there hasn't been anything that's actually been full nudity. It's just been very scantily clad, skimpy underwear, so on and so forth. I'd rather avoid that if I could. And you know, that's just basically where we're at. Anyway, so let's continue on. So we're going to skip over some more of the story. We'll get into some more of the fighting, see if there's a different combination of characters we play as this time, so you guys can see a bit different. But as you can see, there is a ton of the story there. Like, there's a bunch. So, if you do want a good story, you'll probably be able to have it. That is a very odd place to hold a gun, lady. Okay, so we have these two. I've not played with her before either, so... Well, welcome to our new lass. Alright, so where are we going? Sorry. Looks like we have a couple different places that we can go. I guess we either can go through there or we can go over here and start a fight. So let's see how this plays out. That actually didn't start a fight. It seems to want us to go that way. Alright, that's fine. And you can definitely charge your way over. Alright, so this should bring about bad guys. So it does sound like she actually shoots in the middle of her combo, which is interesting. The Phantom Dance is the same combo for pretty much everyone. It's after you hit the charge, if you're up in the sky and you do like a slam down. She seems much more single target focused. And there we go, the Phantom Fall. I feel like she should be stronger than the last few people. I think she's supposed to be further along in her training, but I feel like she's actually weaker, which is a bit off-putting. Pretty sure. Now, the ones with specialty weapons are the ones you probably should be focused on first, because they are stronger, they have special attacks and things of that nature that you'll probably want to deal with. Alright, so I'm going to charge over and attack you. That did not work. There it is. Phantom Dance in midair. And then the fall to her death. But man, they are sending a lot of people out against us. I don't believe we can technically get our weapon out just yet. Let's see if I can't buy a little bit of space here. Nope, does not look like it. Alright, so we'll continue to beat down some of the weaker of the foes here. Yeah, she seems exceptionally weak. I am very underwhelmed so far with her. Alright. Gonna charge into her. Oh, we got hit by the other one. There is, if you charge up your secondary attack, you can do another cool, interesting move. And that's the same with pretty much everyone. There's a lot of combos that you hit with her, but... Alright, so let's see... Oops. See if we can't charge in and get something done here. Nope, doesn't seem to want to let us. There we go. And bam! Phantom Dance, one down. Soon to be two. And we said good day, sir. Or madam in this case. Okay, so we survived that. It looks like there's a key, maybe? I don't know, kind of like a gun key. We broke some boxes open. It gives us some stuff. And I guess we can gather the key we gotta get. I don't know if maybe it's part of, oh, it does look like a key. Maybe, I was gonna say, maybe it's part of, like, there's these set things that you can get that boost your score and everything. There's, like, things to find. So you want to make sure you're always going around breaking all the boxes that you can and doing what you can. But at the same time, you're still trying to get through the stuff relatively quickly. Unfortunately, it does not look like any of that's working for us. Doesn't look like we can go through that way. Alright, so pretty straightforward where we need to head. So basically, we'll get to the end of this. We'll fight whoever's at the end. At least attempt to fight it. And then we'll see how that all plays out. And yeah, that's going to do it for the first look, guys and gals. Like I said, the combat in the game, it's a little bit weird to get used to at first, but it's not bad, and every character does definitely feel different to a degree. The combos seem to be the same. It's just like how they hit and what you can do and how you can get away with the combos that tend to change. Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. Please target this guy. Oh. Well, I don't know if we're supposed to fight the big giant robot guy or what we're supposed to be doing, but as it stands right now, we're not doing any of that right now. Alright. Going for big attack charge there. My goodness, she just does not do any damage at all. This is a little bit sad, to be honest. Like how little bit of damage she actually does. Go, go, get some murder death killing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we did finally get the focus on the big robot here. Oh. Is he, like, floating on top of us? I feel like that's probably not great. Better roll away from him. Going to see if I can't charge... Nope. See if I can't charge in and get some damage done before he does murderous things. I tried to roll away. It was a little bit too slow to do so. Oh, got clipped again. Charging in. Getting some attack done. He's got a shield up. It's probably going to explode is what it looks like. Yep, and down it went. And it looks like we defeated everybody with that explosion, so that's good. Oh boy, there's more. And it does not look like things are going to go well for us in this particular battle, but that's okay. We shall fight our way through as best we can. Oh, that's not looking super great. Alright, can we... Yeah, we can drive. Alright, so we're just going to go and we're going to skip the little cinematic. And now she actually has better weapons. Hopefully it increases her damage in a significant amount. Because I have my doubts. It does look like she is a bit stronger than she was. Not still quite to the level that I'd like her to be at, but stronger all the same. Take her down. Gotta get past this individual here. Come on, get up. Get over there. I don't know if these guys heal, if they throw shielding, or what the case is, but they definitely do something, and that's probably bad for our health overall. Alright, so down you go. Take another one of you out. And, of course, we got slapped by Captain Slappy Pants here. See if we can take another one of these out. The Phantom Fall! Charging in, and I think that's it. It's not quite it. It's almost it. Okay, so all that's left is the guy up top, the big robot, the roly-poly centipede type robot. We're gonna go and attempt our very best to do the murder to, roll away from. And there it is. We have defeated him, and the way should be cleared before us, and I am okay with that. Some more things to gather over here. And it does not look like we have the secondary drive unlocked or open for us. Alright, so now I believe we're going to end up having to fight some other... So Momo and Mana are going to be the two. So we'll go through, we'll fight as far as we can before I get to the point where I have to cut it, and then hopefully by the end we'll see how this all plays out. So like I said, it is a fun game. The combat's a little bit weird to start with, but once you get kind of the hang of it a little bit, it, it picks up a bit. And just beat her down, and then roll away, roll away. Alright. Charge in, combo. Okay, well, it was a messy battle at the end. Yeah, I feel like she's really, really, really underwhelming. So, messy battle. We didn't do super great work. I guess we'll go with 3 levels and then get her up a little bit higher. So, there we go. We're going to confirm the allocation, but essentially, that's going to pretty much be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look. Like I said, it's a little bit different than my normal first looks have been. But we've unlocked the second drive as the X-Tar for Puku Maru, I guess. And yeah, the game once again is called Valkyrie Drive Bhikkhuni or something along those lines. It is by Meteorize, Honey Parade Games, and Marvelous. Marvelous has put out a lot of really, really good games, and I was pretty eager and excited to work with them. This is unfortunate, like I said, I didn't realize how steeped in the fan service and the scantily claddiness and so on and so forth that this game actually had. So I feel like it was a poor choice for me to go for my first endeavor with them, but hopefully we're able to work together in the future. But yeah, no, the game's fun, the combat's okay. Like I said, it's a bit hack and slashy. It reminds me a lot of like Dynasty Warriors type gameplay, where you go around and you do lots of fighting and multiple different groups of people, and then you go and you fight like a boss or a general or something along those lines. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the very next first look. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.